How's everyone doing, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping another video. Right, guys, last night, Sunday, there was a story about an interview that I did with the Manchester Evening News. Now, I didn't really want to do the interview, to be honest. What happened was I got a call on, I think it was the Thursday or the Friday, saying that the editors of the Manchester Evening News wanted to do a story on the first, like, it was supposed to be the first few days in prison, right? But because of how informative it had to be, we just did the first 24 hours. Because apparently during that period, that's when you're most likely to commit suicide and stuff. So I didn't really want to do the interview, to be honest. I didn't really see that it was newsworthy, personally. Obviously, as a former prisoner, the police have been after me for many years and stuff, and I thought, you know what? Because I could have been like many people and said, oh, yeah, prison's easy, mate. Right, your first time you go to prison, you don't care, you don't give a shit, you just get your head into your jail and blah, 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 right? But I thought, you know what? I saw it as an opportunity, and I thought, you know what? I don't want to glorify and glamorize prison to anybody, because there's a lot of stories out there that prisons are holiday camps and butlins with bars and everything like that. And I thought, you know what? I thought, no, let's give an honest account of the emotional roller coaster, the anxiety, you're scared, you don't know what's coming and stuff, and obviously. So I thought, I saw it as an opportunity. So I took part in the interview and stuff, and it was just a telephone interview. And I thought, you know what, let's give an account, an honest account, and try and be a deterrent to other people, so that hopefully other people think, you know what, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to put my family through that. So that's why I gave an honest account. Yes, I was anxious. Yes, I was nervous. Yes, I was scared, right? There's a lot of people that have been in prison that will have cried themselves to sleep and got emotional and stuff like that, but they won't admit it because it's the macho thing, innit? Oh, yeah, I don't. Prison doesn't bother anyone. But like I say, as a whole, I can do my prison easy. But when I first went to prison, was I scared? Was I nervous? Was I anxious? Did I know the rules of prison? Did I know that? Because you in prison, you've got two lots of rules. You've got the prisoner's rules and you've got the prison house block rules, right? I didn't know what to expect, right? I literally was like, seriously, like I did not have a clue, right? I was a hardened criminal. I've been arrested over 100 times on minor and very serious offences, from firearms to drugs, possession of poison to endanger life. And I was running in criminal circles and stuff like that. But what happened was I was arrested on the street. I was taken to a local police station. From that police station, in the space of 12 hours, they arrested me, questioned me, and charged me. They denied me bail. And then what they did, I went to Trafford Magistrates on the Monday morning. The judge gave me bail, but the CPS appeal, and what happens then, you get what they call a 40-hour recall. In other words, you go to prison for 48 hours before you have what they call a bail app, right? A bail application, right? So anyway, even though there's no evidence against me, when my solicitor said, look, the CPS are going to appeal, you go into prison tonight, right? I was like, okay, right. And like I say, I was downstairs in the cells and stuff. They brought me a sandwich, brought me a drink, and then they said, right, transport's here. She said, you're going to Strangeways. Everyone else is going to Armley in Leeds, and then on to Doncaster. So I was like, right. So I'm sat in the prison van, right? And like, I was nervous and I was anxious, and some of the lads are singing, we're going home, we're going home. They were lads that had obviously come from prison to court, and then they were going back to prison. Everyone that felt what I was feeling, every prisoner that's gone through the prison system has felt that anxiousness, that depressive, that scared, like, side of things. Like I say, I can do my prison. Like, this is my ID card from my latest stretch and stuff, right, in Forest Bank, yeah, there. That's from my latest stretch, right? I can do my prison standing on my head. But like I say, I didn't want to glamorize it, and I wanted it to act as a deterrent to people. So I give an honest account, an honest view of what you go through, right? Because like I say, you sat in that, when you're in the dock, right, and you're sent downstairs, right, and the judge says, right, you're remanded, and you go down them stairs and stuff, handcuffed to a prison officer, right? Like I say, I didn't have a bag to change clothes or anything like that. I was picked up off the street by the police, and then, like I say, I now know that I'm going down to prison. I know I'm going down these cells, going to wait for transport, and then I'm going to be taken to Strangeways. Now, Strangeways, it's a multi-category prison, right? There is a Cat A wing, but not everyone that goes to that prison is a Cat A prisoner and stuff. You've got Cat B, Cat C within that prison. It's known as a local jail. From every courthouse in the UK, you go to a specific prison. From Trafford Magistrates, you go to Strangeways. Strangeways is what they call locked out, which means they're not taking prisoners. You'll be shipped to, it could be Forest Bank or any other prison within the north of England, and it goes on, guys. So like I say, I was nervous, I was anxious, I was sat in then you're loaded into the prison van, right, and there's other prisoners in the prison van, and you're like, you don't, like I say, you don't know these lads and stuff, and you sat there and all you've got is your thoughts and stuff, and there's a lot of background noise and everything, but you're focusing on yourself and stuff. You don't know if you get a TV in your cell, you don't know what goes on, you don't know the rules, you're nervous, you're anxious, your family don't know where you are, right? So then you arrive at the prison, right, and then the bollard goes down, right, and you go through this big steel door that like they drive into this big area, and then the security come on and they check how many prisoners are on and stuff and everything. Then the security step off, and then they open another door, another gate. You're in the prison now, right? And then, like I say, you sat in your little holding cell, which you can't swing a cat in. Literally, it's just small enough to sit down. Then the door opens on your side, right? And then you put your hand out. It's on a latch, and you put your hand out, and then they cuff you, and then they lift the latch, and then you're handcuffed with your left hand to the right arm of a prison officer. You come off the van, you go down the stairs, and you go into what they call the reception area and stuff. And then you see someone at the counter and stuff. You tell them your name and all that stuff, right? And they say, right. And then you have your picture taken, and it works as a well-oiled machine. Every prison officer knows the job and stuff. I was spoken to like shit. I said, sorry mate, I don't know what the script is. He said, listen, I'm not your fucking mate, right? Yeah, mate. Right, so I was like, wow, I thought, all right, I thought you'd swat, right? And then you strip search and stuff, and you sit on the body orifice. They've got a chair, and it scans for metal inside your body. If you've got a mobile phone or a weapon, it's secreted inside your prison pocket or prison wallet. It's known as the anal cavity or your arsehole, however you want to dress it up, right? You get strip searched and stuff. Then they go through. Obviously, like they might give you prison clothing. My jeans that I had on, I wasn't allowed to have them inside prison because there was too many pockets and stuff like that. So they took my jeans off me, put them into the back, and then I got some prison tracksuit bottoms and stuff like that. Because they took my jeans off me and stuff, and then I was thrown in a holding cell with other lads that were coming in and stuff like that. Then I went out, seen the nurse, got measured, like weighed me, measured me and stuff, asked if I had any like underlying health problems and stuff like that. Then I was placed back in this room with all these other lads that were coming through and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just like, it was a nervous version of it. I can't lie. I was like, I didn't know what was going on, man. It was like a parallel universe. 1 minute I was living my life, and then the next minute I'm arrested by this bloody prison van that all these police officers jumped out and grabbed me, arrested me, and then I'm cherry picked, and the next thing I'm in prison. So I'm sat in this holding cell and stuff, and then prisoners that worked in reception and stuff, they bring you food and stuff like that. You have a drink, you have some food. I was in there for 6 hours, right? Just in a holding cell. There was a little toilet. There was like a urinal and then a toilet. I was in this room for about 6 hours, and then eventually they came and grabbed us. And at the time, G Wing was the induction wing. G Wing's now the nonces, but when I went up there, G Wing was induction. And I walked into so you've been escorted up there, and then they open this door, and then you go in, and everything you ever thought that prison was, right, that you've seen in films and stuff, whether it's like films like Shawshank Redemption, obviously that's American prison, the layout's different and stuff, but when you walk into the prison and you see the wing and you look and you can see the ones, the twos, the threes and the fours, right, and you're in this prison of hardened criminals and stuff like that you might know, you don't know. I used to be involved with gangs, right? So I've got gang affiliations, right? So you don't have to rival gang members. You don't know the rules. Like I say, my family didn't even know where I was. My family did not know where I was. and like I say, it just you do get a 2-minute phone call when you're in reception, but I didn't have any numbers written down or anything, so I wasn't able to make a call because I didn't have any numbers. Because I don't memorize numbers and stuff. They were just, I took my phone for granted and stuff, and I didn't have my phone no more, did I? I'm in prison. So like I say, you walk into that wing and stuff, and then the cell that they was banging me in was up on the fours, right? The fours is the top landing. So we've gone up the stairs, we get onto the top, right? And then the last cell on the right hand side, right? And then they popped his door, and then that was it. It was like, right, this is your cellmate. Walked in. This kid he'd been in and out of prison for a long time. Now, if you go into somebody's cell that's already in a cell, right? That's their cell. It's their cell. They're in charge of that cell, so to speak, right? When you get your feet under the table and stuff, and you've been in prison a couple of times and stuff like I have, that changes. But like I say, when you first walk in a cell, that's his cell. So he controlled the TV, and then I was like trying to read my induction booklet and stuff, and he was like, right, I'm turning the light off. So we turned the light off. I couldn't read and I died. I lay there with my hands behind my head. My thought process was all over. My heart was beating. My brain was like a washing machine. I had all this stuff going on. I was scared. I was anxious. I was nervous. I didn't know what was happening outside my cell door. I didn't know what was happening outside my landing, outside the wing, outside the walls. I had no idea. Right, I was completely blind and completely oblivious. And even though I was a hardened criminal and stuff, I can't lie and say that I wasn't scared and anxious and nervous at the prospect of prison, because I'd never been here. Right, and what I couldn't grab my head around is the fact of there was no evidence against me, yet I'm still in prison. Right, and that's what I couldn't grasp. But as you serve time and stuff, you get to know that there's things called holding charges and things like that. Like I say, I didn't want to do that interview. The trolls came out in force and were slagging me off and everything like that. Like I say, for the trolls and stuff like that, for everything, just because something's written in a newspaper, right, doesn't make it true, right? I thought that these people would have brains and think, you know what, I don't believe everything I read, right? I've got my own opinions, right? But like I say, the media control the minds of the masses, don't they? And a lot of thick people believe the shit they read. This interview was a one-to-one interview. He asked me questions. I gave him a version of events, and that story went out and stuff. And do you know what? The story's run and ran. It's gone out locally. It's gone out nationally, right? Like I say, my story's not any different to anybody else's. I don't think I'm above people. I'm a fucking hell. You tell me how me being in prison is going to make people think, oh, he's a cracking lad. People think you're a scumbag, right? People prejudge you, right? That's fine. Like I say, I could have given a macho version of events and said, oh, yeah, prison's easy. Prison doesn't bother anyone, right? But that would have been a fake, like, untrue version of events, right? I've had people direct message me, I've had emails, and I've had messages on Facebook and my Twitter and everything, right? Saying, like, look, I've been in prison and I respect your honesty of your interview and stuff like that, because I don't mind admitting that I cried my eyes out and stuff like that. It goes on, guys. Prison's a bad place, yeah. Like I say, before I went to prison, I read all these horrible stories and all these myths about prison, about what goes on in prison and stuff. And then you go into strange ways, this Victorian prison. Like I say, I thought it was a Cat A prison. I thought it only held Cat A prisoners, which obviously is not true, but I didn't know this at the time. So that was it. I ended up in this prison and stuff, and you don't know you've got a wing, like 120 lads on a wing and stuff like that, sometimes more, right, on the inners and the outers and stuff of the wings. You don't have a clue. Your brain's all over, your blood pressure's high. You think, oh, is this the future? Is this me and stuff? People contemplate suicide. Some people self-harm. Some people think about it. Some people do it. Suicide's a big issue within prisons, right? Once every 3 days, a prisoner leaves prison in a body bag, right? Now that's disgraceful, and God bless anyone who's tragically and sadly passed away in prison. It shouldn't happen. But like I say, prison does funny things to a man, right? And then also you've got female prisoners as well. My perspective is no different to anybody else's. When you go to prison, like, there's a lot of journalists and stuff that are saying, oh, it's refreshing, it's a fascinating insight and stuff like that. Like I say, I could have said, oh yeah, it's dead easy. You go in, you get a smoking pack or a non-smoking pack. It's dead easy. Everyone's safe and stuff. You don't blah blah blah. Like I say, and I weren't panicking about prison. I weren't worried or anything. That would have been an untrue, unrealistic version of events. Now, my account was true. Doesn't mean I can't handle my prison. People are like, oh, well, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. It's not about that. It's about that initial feeling when you were first sent to prison for the first time. And it's a scary, uncompromising, anxious time and stuff like that. And like I say, a lot of things go through your head. You don't sleep on your first night. Anyone that says they slept on the first night, it's a liar. Prison messes with your head and stuff. And like I say, that was the first 24 hours. But Strangeways is quite easy because it's 23-hour bang up, so there's not much to say really in that first 24 hours. You get out for your meals, you go back to your cell, you eat behind your door, you do your induction the next day, and then you're back behind your door, you get out for food, you're lucky if you get out an hour for exercise on the yard and stuff. That's about it. Right guys, I'm gonna leave this video here. If there's any videos you want me to do, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.